I've been growing Kikuyu for 20 odd years. Started off not because I was looking from the NRM benefits, but because of my passion in superfine wool. And I was looking for a plant that was going to give me more even staple profile growth during the year, and Kikuyu to me sort of fitted the bill. I got into growing Kikuyu and then found all these NRM benefits came along. The erosion was just absolutely brilliant. Water erosion was the first. Wind erosion, which has been a nightmare on our farm, was one that I was just so pleasantly surprised with, and has absolutely stopped any wind erosion on our farm completely. Other benefits have been the stopping of the recharge into the ground, so we've been able to stop salt water, leave it where it is in the lower levels, and actually in fact we've been lowering our water table and that's been evident on our piezometers. Some of the other benefits, mostly in the wool, has been from higher yield because we've now able to keep the dust on the ground rather than in the sheep. The staple profile is more even, so our staple strength in our wool's increased remarkably, and with the high stocking rate that we're able to put on the Kikuyu, the aerial seeders, in particular barley grass, Eurodium, corkscrew, isn't able to set seed, so our VMs are now around the 0.2, 0.5 mark. There's always been questions asked about how invasive Kikuyu is. Nowadays, with technology and chemicals, it's the opposite. There's so many different choices you've got for spraying and controlling Kikuyu. And the machinery that we've got nowadays with double disc openers, you can actually go in and crop into Kikuyu. It is just not the problem that it used to be. It's had a bad name. I'm hoping that people see with the right techniques of controlling their fire breaks and it becoming a friend rather than a pest.
3 years ago we had a try and we've been putting it in ever since, and we'll continue to put it in because we're actually quite surprised, quite happy with how it's evolved. I suppose the reason for that is we want to increase our stocking rate, which will increase our profitability, and I was concerned on our poorer limestone soils, our degradation of the soil. So Kikuyu fitted the picture perfectly for soil conservation, in my opinion. I can't see too many downfalls. I'm not sure about winter production. I'm still measuring that. There's no doubt it helps with erosion. It's on my lighter limestone soils, seeing a lot less erosion, a huge amount less erosion. Better yields in our wool. We're getting better, cleaner wool. And I'm grazing it quite heavily on newly sown Kikuyu that's only a few months old. Getting quite high grazing pressure on it now, sort of more into the 40 DSE, so quite impressed what it will sustain. It's very easy to control with chemicals. Invasive, no. There's been a concern they'll get into native vegetation, and that is absolutely not true. It won't go anywhere near native vegetation. There's just not enough moisture in there for them, or sunlight. I want to be a sustainable farmer. That's very easy to be a farmer, but to be a sustainable farmer is the difficult part. So caring for the land, in my opinion, is quite important.